should we go to the Philippines? It is a solo travel day from Thailand to the Philippines, and I thought, you know what? You're coming with me. I am traveling from Bangkok, Thailand to Cebu, the Philippines, which takes a lot longer than you would think. If you look on a map, the Philippines and Thailand seem like they're fairly close to each other, and they are. To Manila, it's only a 3.5-hour flight, so it's still far. It's like further than you could really fly within Europe, but it's nearby in terms of like the rest of the world. However, because I'm going to Cebu and not to Manila, I have to connect, and that makes the whole day a 9-hour travel day. So I thought that I would bring you along. You guys can keep me company. I'm gonna vlog my first day in Cebu as well, because tomorrow is very exciting. My brother is actually arriving in the Philippines, so this is gonna be a cute vlog, I'm pretty sure. But right now, I need to say goodbye to this hotel room that I've been in Bangkok. It's actually been beautiful. I've stayed at the Pullman Hotel, and I really recommend it. For the final time, the Bangkok skyline. Until next time, I've got my bag all packed up, ready to go. I've got my little suitcase also ready to go. These shoes are looking tatty. Right, quite a ways of ton, and then, oh yeah, ready for a travel day. Let's go. Last checks. Do I have everything? Pretty sure I do. Also, this was the comfiest bed I've ever slept in. In fact, actually, do any of you guys ever do this? I'm gonna see if the pillows have a label, because I was like, that is the best pillow I've ever slept on. Oh, they're just their own pillows. That's really sad, actually. Okay. Hello. Can I check out, please? Ask me what I've just done a day. Honestly, this is so unlike me as well. Actually, no, it's not. Who am I even kidding? But basically, I'm sitting in the taxi. You guys saw I was stood waiting for a taxi. My brain was not engaging. And I was thinking, cool, I've got everything. No, I've just left my hoodie in my hotel room. I don't even know how that happened. You watched me just do a sweep of the hotel room, but I think it was folded up on the chair. I just completely forgot that I had a hoodie with me. Obviously, it's like 35 degrees. I'm not thinking about a hoodie right now. Sitting in the taxi, it was really air conditioned. I was like, oh, I'm a bit chilly. And I looked at the seat next to me, and I looked to my other side, and I thought, oh my God, I'm so annoyed because I loved that hoodie. I've actually just sent an email to the hotel and was like, this will be in your lost property. I would love to pay to get it sent back to me. I don't reckon they will do that, but I've asked, so that's really annoying. It also means that I'm gonna have to go and buy a hoodie in the Philippines, because I can't fly like 20 hours back to the UK in just a strappy top. And also when I get to the UK, it's gonna be about 4 degrees. Yeah, super annoying. My brother's actually already left. Otherwise I would get Harry to bring me one from home, but he's already en route. There's not really another option. Great start to the day. Anyway, I'm not gonna dwell on it because I'm holding out a little bit of optimism that maybe I will get that hoodie back. Positive is I got through the airport really quick, and now I'm sat having a Gloria Jeans coffee. I've got a bagel and I'm gonna do some work. My flight doesn't actually go for like 2 more hours. If I'd realized a bit earlier in the taxi, I would have got him to turn around, but we were literally getting out. I was like, God, I'm chilly. I'm gonna need my hoodie for the airport, and then he pulled up and I was like at the airport, and I was like, oh. Trying not to dwell on it. It is what it is. Got some work done, feeling pretty good. This flight is 3 hours 30 minutes, so like I say, not too long. It's pretty okay. I'm not sure if I've flown with Air Asia before. I think that I have. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like quite a small plane. So let's board. We are boarding. This flight to Manila is boarding now, and I am ready to go. Had a little nap and then I got up. I thought I'll go to the toilet, I'll vlog in there, and in doing so I proceeded to open the door on somebody else using the toilet, which was so incredibly awkward. This day was not going too well. However, then we touched down in Manila, and honestly I was like, great, I've got a while to get my connection. And as you can see by the way I am power walking here, no I didn't. We sat on the tarmac for so long that I ended up having to get the world's fastest taxi across Manila to the other terminal. Honestly, I was fearing for my life in the back of this car. In a ton of events I've made this flight, I was just ripped off in the process. The guy that drove me here just charged me I can't even talk to you about how much money I just paid to get shuttled from Terminal 3 to Terminal 2. It was like a 20-minute drive to be fair, but I wouldn't have even paid that in England. And I know he ripped me off because I'm not stupid. I know the currency here is like completely different. But the guy is sitting in the taxi being like, no. And I was like, well, option 1 is if I don't get out right now, I'm going to miss this flight. so I'll just pay it. But like, it's so annoying because I was looking at him and I was like, I can read that that's wrong, and he was like, no. And I was like, he saw me come in, and I was like, I'm actually not stupid, but I also don't have the time to argue with you. And as I've got to the gate, they're literally calling my flight now. I've had time to grab a water. This is the only thing I've drank all day, so it's going really well. All things considered, I'm having a really good travel day, guys. Yeah, when I landed into Manila, we sat on the runway for an hour and a half. So that's why I've ended up delayed, because I left myself like 3 hours and 45 minutes to get a connection. And I was chatting to Amir, who is Filipino, and he was like, leave yourself 5 hours at least in Manila. And I was like, oh no, I don't need 5 hours. Like 3 hours 40 will be enough. But then because I was on the runway for so long and I had to clear immigration, and then I had to wait and collect my bags, and then I had to do the drive to the other terminal because the airport is stupidly laid out, I've ended up getting here as the plane is boarding. Like, I'm sat opposite a sign right now and people are boarding the plane. I'm not 100% confident that my bag's gonna make it on because I checked my bag in about 5 minutes ago, and the guy was like, oh, the people are already on the plane, and I was like, cool, so is my bag gonna get there? And he was like, should do. And I was like, trying not to think about the money I just spent, trying not to think about how hungry I am either. I don't have time, I need to go. I have finally secured some food for myself after a whole day of just not eating anything. And I've also got my Kindle on this flight because I was meant to be doing work, but I didn't have time to download anything off of the internet. So I've got my book, I've got my food, things are looking up. Well, if it isn't Little Miss Muppet. Guys, you would think I'd not done this before. Somebody that hadn't done this before would get this more right than me. Today has been one of those days where just everything has gone wrong, and usually I pride myself on like being quite organized, having my wits about me. I've never missed a flight, I've never missed a connection. To be fair to myself, in my defense, everything that sort of happened was a bit out of my control, other than being absolutely ripped off for the taxi. I've really not got over it. I keep trying to justify it. I'm like, you know what, I hope he spends the money well. Like, it's gone, I've parted with it. It really wasn't like a life-changing amount of money, but I just know what a taxi here costs, and it was like probably at least 5 times that. Anyway, basically, to tell you what actually happened but quickly, the guy in the taxi actually explained to me that Manila operates with just 1 runway for a 4-terminal airport. Like, it's a big airport, but it's only got 1 runway. Anyway, that made sense then, because I was like, oh, fair enough, I guess we're just waiting for a gate. Get through, and then I'm like, hi, where's terminal 2? And this lady's like, you need to walk outside, you need to get a transfer bus, then get another bus. It's about a 25-minute bus on a good run, but it might be half an hour wait. And I was like, oh, well, my flight's in an hour. So she points me in the direction of like some official taxis, and I'm panicking at this point because I'm thinking, I've got no cash out, I don't have a SIM card, I can't contact anybody, I can't move my money because I can't use my SIM. Basically, it's just unprepared because I thought I was gonna have more time. So I was like, hello, I need to get to terminal 2, but I also don't have any cash, so could we please go to an ATM, but also could I please have your hotspot? And this guy did that, and he seemed really nice, and this guy was like bombing it through the traffic in Manila for me, and he was like, I will get you to your flight. And I was like, thank you so much. Like, he was going above and beyond, so maybe he does just deserve this extra money, but I did not get the vibes that he was about to just exploit me. Anyway, we make it, and there's like an hour and 10 minutes until my flight, and I go into the terminal, and the woman is like, no. And I was like, what do you mean no? And she was like, that flight's already been called, like you can't check in for that flight anymore. And I was like, oh, I'm not trying to check in, I'm already checked in online, I just need to drop my bag off. And she was like, no. And then she let loads of people go in front of me, and I was thinking, what the hell? Like, I understand that bag drop if they'd gone, the bag drop's closed. But this was a security woman on the door, so I was like, please at least let me try. This other woman then took me through, and she like took me to this express counter where they did it really quickly. And I was like to the guy, oh, is the bag gonna make it onto the plane? And he was like, maybe. So maybe was the best that I could get, and I was like, well, do you know what? Maybe's better than no. So I go through security, I go through, and they're actually calling the flight, and I was like, that was when I was sat talking to you guys, because I was like, I just need to sit down for like 3 seconds. I was literally shaking, not from the experience, but because I'd not eaten or drank since that coffee that you saw me having. Because, and again, kind of a stupid error from me, when I was on the first flight, I was flying with Air Asia, right? And they wouldn't take card, and they also wouldn't take Thai money. They would only take Filipino money, which I was quite surprised that I had Thai cash left over, and I was thinking, well, we've just left out of Thailand, they'll probably accept both currencies. Like, that's kind of what would happen if you boarded a flight out of London. You would expect them to take pounds, even if the airline wasn't British. So I just hadn't considered that. And then it was like a 4-hour flight, but obviously we were on it for 5 hours. No food, no drink. But that was fine, because in my head I thought, I've got time. When I get to Manila, I can get dinner. Okay, my memory card just got full, so that'll teach me to just stop whittering on. But basically, I have now arrived. Thankfully, the second flight was really, really easy. Manila to Cebu, very, very quick. I actually did manage to get my noodles on that flight, so I was a lot happier. And obviously, I'd already cleared immigration, so I didn't have to do that in Cebu. So I just walked straight out, got picked up by my taxi guy, who I'm Here Travels had organised for me, and now I'm in my hotel room. And this time tomorrow, my brother will be joining me. So I kind of ended up with this like 5-day period across Thailand and the Philippines where I was alone. Like I said, I actually mentioned this, I think it was in my last video, and I also mentioned it on TikTok. To start with, I was quite apprehensive just because I'd gone from like being on holiday with my boyfriend straight back into like solo backpacking with like, I just hadn't mentally thought about what that would be like. And I love traveling like this and like that, but I kind of hadn't thought about the shift. And also I just felt kind of lonely. Like I'd gone from being on a family holiday to just sitting in Bangkok alone being like, good talk. Now that I'm here, I'm really, really excited to start this next kind of journey, this next kind of part of my Asia trip. And I've actually really quite enjoyed being alone. Today, I was quite glad that I was alone, because when everything kept going wrong, I think that's when you end up bickering with whoever you're traveling with. Like if that had been my brother, even if that had been Tom, those are like heightened moments where it becomes like, okay, neither of us are having a fun time. You know what the saddest part of today is for me still? The fact that I left my hoodie in the hotel room. Like we should have known that we were cursed from the get-go. I actually thought to myself, when I was sitting in that departure lounge, I was thinking to myself, I know what my mum would say. She'd say, oh, bad luck tends to come in threes, so keep your eye out, right? They're superstitious, it's a thing. I just always think it whenever anything unlucky happens. I'm like, oh my god, I hope there's not more. Well, bad luck number 1 was the hoodie. Bad luck number 2 was the 1.5-hour delay on the runway at Manila. And bad luck number 3 was being severely ripped off by the taxi driver. So hopefully now the bad luck is over, I am gonna go to sleep. It is now somehow midnight. Tomorrow is a new day. Good morning, we are well rested. I'm saying we, to the royal we, it's just me in here. But I have just got up, I've done my hair, and I'm looking out the window. Some nice blue skies here in Cebu. I am really, really near a shopping centre. I think that's what this is here. I'm actually gonna head in here to get some work done and also to go shopping, guys, because I have actually seen on the map that they have a Cotton On. And then later this evening at about 6 p.m, my brother should get here. So gonna have a productive day, gonna crack on with some work so that then tomorrow, once the group tour starts, I can just have a really good time, join in on all the activities, like just be really present. I actually never showed you my hotel room. I always show you my hotel room once I've made a mess of it. This is where I slept last night. The traffic sound outside is pretty loud and I'm not even too sure how can you hear the horns, because we're on the 9th floor. But anyway, yeah, I got a lot of sleep. Well, I actually woke up at 7 a.m. and I was like, is my day gonna start at 7? I'm not sure. But I'd left the curtains open. Like quite often I sleep with the curtains open to like wake up naturally. And then I woke up at 7 and I thought, closed the curtains and went back to sleep until 10:30. So obviously I just needed that. But now I'm gonna go and get some work done. Outfit of the day is just little shorts, this top, and we're gonna go to Cotton On. I'm so excited. I've not been in a physical Cotton On store. Actually, I did go in one in Bali, but I didn't buy anything. Got my hair in this little clip to match the top, and I think we're good to go. This shop is clearly not Cotton On, but it looks like it would have been bloody good for the Era store. This is the Alea Mall, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. It's called Alea or Alea? Did I just say the same thing twice? Ayala Center Cebu. And it is actually beautiful, guys. It reminded me of Florida. I don't really know why. One thing I am really enjoying about this though is that I have been here before. For once, I really remember like my way around and stuff, which never usually happens. I could go to somewhere about 10 times and I still get lost. But for some reason, I came back into this shopping center and I was just like, oh, yeah, I know my way around. I remember coming here. It feels like I was literally here last week, but it was like 2.5 years ago. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. The weather is actually better here than in Thailand. In Thailand, it was just so humid, whereas the humidity is not quite as high here, which is really, really nice. Anyway, I did about an hour of work, got very cold in the air conditioning. Now I'm gonna head to Cotton On. So I'm not gonna lie, that was not the best Cotton On I've ever been in. It was really small. I did, however, still buy something. But I'm actually gonna go to Stradivarius instead because they had a really big Stradivarius. Ooh, they also have a really big Birkenstock. My next port of call is to head there. They've also got a Bershka in here. Really, the only thing I actually need to buy is a hoodie. And that is one thing they did not have in Cotton On. So yeah, but it's okay. It was a reward. It was a treat for getting through yesterday. As if that wasn't fully self-inflicted and self-caused. Misty, I'm not joking, I cannot find a hoodie that doesn't have like a city on the front of it, and I don't really want that, but also I don't feel like I'm in the position to be picky. But if I'm gonna commit to spending like at least £20, oh, actually maybe I'll try H&M. But yeah, there's some kind of obsession with New York. Everything has I Heart New York on it, and I'm like, we're not anywhere near, so I don't know what that's about. Yeah, I'll try H&M. This is just so weird to me. Like, what is this doing here? The collection of cities on these hoodies are hilarious. You've got New York and then Liverpool. Like, what? Oh my gosh, it continues in H&M. Why has everything, literally everything, it got some kind of US state, city or university on it? Alright, we're back in the room. What is it with hotel rooms having such yellow lighting? But who wants a little haul? I have to excuse the fact that I just spilled water down my top. Don't mind that top, that's also drying. I washed that in the sink. The hoodie I went for in the end, guys, is just this plain brown zip-up hoodie, and I actually don't own very many zip-up hoodies. In fact, the aircon is on right now. Gonna even put it on because then it'll cover up the stain. But yeah, I got it in a large. It's still kind of small though, like the sleeves are quite small. It cost £12 and I'll wear it again. It's like the perfect kind of cozy, like dog walking hoodie. And then I got two tops in cotton on, which I didn't really need, but I just thought they were super cute. So the first one is this white, it's like white lacy vest top, very, very cutesy. And the second one was this black, I love this actually, this little black top with the kind of inverted stitching and a bow. Super, super cute, and they came to £14 for two of them, so like very, very good. And then I also got some underwear because I've run out, and I also got some socks because I've run out. I've actually got my brother to bring me out some socks, so I didn't really need to do that. However, when I was in Thailand, I got some laundry done, and I sent like, I would say probably about 8 pairs of socks to be laundered, to be washed. And only 3 came back, and I was like, huh. Where are my socks? So now I was like, well, even if Harry brings me some out, I don't really have that many more pairs at home. Like, most of them were already with me. I don't know where they went, so I just bought some more because I was like, well, okay, I guess we're making peace with that. But yeah, anyway, Harry has just called me to say he has just landed. Airport transfer is bringing him to the hotel, so he should be about 40 minutes. I am so excited to see him.
Oh no, I look like that.
So round 2 of that, because now he's had a shower and he's happy to be filmed.
Hello.
Look who's arrived!
I'm here, just about.
How was your journey?
Long day.
But
alright actually. Pretty smooth sailing, all in all.
You flew via Dubai?
By Dubai, yeah. Dubai airport, clean and nice as ever.
Was that the first? No, you've been to
No,
Dubai.
I went last year when I went to Thailand, I went through Dubai.
Yeah.
Really nice, massive airport.
It is a big airport.
No stress there. No stress on either flight, both pretty chill.
Do you have really bad turbulence over like Southeast Asia? Because when I flew across from Thailand to here yesterday, it was very bumpy.
A little bit, nothing too bad. All good.
Yay! I can't believe you're really here. I feel like this part of the trip I'd not really thought too much about. Also, you can see the back of this look. But now that it's happening, I'm just very excited. I actually feel like the next 2 weeks are going to be so much fun, so
I've got no idea what's happening.
Harry has, I don't even think you can point to where you are on a map.
No, I could do that because I saw it on the flight map.
Right, okay.
I watched that for like the last hour of the flight.
Yeah,
so
fair.
I do know where I am, but that's about it.
Well, anyway, we're about to go for dinner with Sean, who you guys know by now. He is actually one of the co-owners of I'm Here Travels. And also Amy, who, funnily enough, I met the very first ever time I came to the Philippines. She was on my group tour, and she is on this one too, so I'm really excited to see her again.
I've got a lemon door.
It's a Japanese beer, I think. Or Japanese.
Well, we're not in Japan. So.
No, it's not a local. Sean brought it, but yeah, we're gonna go get some food. I'm actually gonna end this vlog here because I guess you could say that I have successfully now solo traveled my way to the Philippines. Actually, successfully might be debatable. I honestly feel as though this was just one of the most chaotic travel days. Like, nothing went really, really wrong, but like enough little things went wrong for me to be like, oh my god, just get me to bed. But this is my new top from Cotton On. I think it's very cute. And now I am, of course, about to start my group tour here in the Philippines. My brother is in the bathroom, that is what you can hear, and I am so excited to meet everybody. I think that because I'd been alone for like 4 days and hadn't really spoke to anybody, now the prospect of meeting like a really big group, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and these things kind of always just give me imposter syndrome because I'm like, wow, all these people are here, this is crazy. But But I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. Thank you for accompanying me from Bangkok to Cebu, even if it wasn't always smooth sailing. And other than that, I shall see you guys in my first Philippines vlog, which will be the next video on my channel. I think I'm gonna vlog, I think there'll be 2 vlogs from this group trip because it's a 12-day trip and we're going to like 3 locations. So I think it's just gonna make sense. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.